day of spells. You've been doing great, but now it's time for a real challenge.
Oh, it is on. Where do we begin?
Teleportation. Multiple locations. Try to keep up. Transfiguration. Shields.
I am on fire! What's next?
Maybe there is such a thing as too much studying.
My little pony, my little pony. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be. My little pony. Until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure.
Tons of fun.
A beautiful heart, faithful and strong.
Sharing kindness.
It's an easy feat, and magic makes it all complete. You have mine. Did you know you're all my very best friends? As you know, speed spells like Accelero are not easy. But if done correctly, they can allow you to be much more efficient with your day.
Way to go, Starlight!
Oh, I'm not finished. I've discovered a very old spell, Similo-Duplexus. When combined with Accelero in just the right way, you can literally be in two places at once. Now I'm finished.
I have to admit, your skills with magic really are nothing short of amazing. I'm very impressed.
I've always been something of a natural.
However, it doesn't look like you've tackled any friendship lessons since you met Trixie.
Are you sure? I could have sworn there were a couple in there somewhere.
I'm sure.
I see. Well, I'm really quite busy this week. So many commitments. I'll try and find some time in my...
No time like the present. Spike and I are headed to Canterlot. Princess Celestia wanted me to give her students a quick overview on the history of enchanted objects in Equestria. We'll be back after the presentation, which should be...
20 moons from now?
tonight. It's a quick presentation.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that.
You can tackle a friendship lesson today, and we can review your progress when I get back later this evening.
Of course. No problem. Friendship lesson. On it.
Great! Can't wait. Now, Spike, help me color code these cards according to time, place, and object.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Twilight and I are about to head to Canterlot. Just checking to see if you need anything before we left.
Nope, not at all. I'm good here. Oh, not good. Great. Not a problem in the world.
Uh-huh. So, what are you doing exactly?
I was just trying to decide which friendship lesson I was going to tackle while you two are in Canterlot. Oh, yep, right here, where I just left them a second ago.
Bake a cake with Pinkie Pie, scrapbook with Applejack, sew with Rarity, help an animal with Fluttershy, chillax with Rainbow Dash? What is chillaxing?
No idea.
You know, if you're nervous about your friendship lessons, it's totally okay to say so.
Nervous? Me? Oh, Spike, you really are hilarious. You think I'm nervous that I'm gonna fail something as simple as baking a cake?
Well, if you were, it'd be...
Silly! Twilight just said how impressed she was that I combined a speed spell and a duplication spell. That was a challenge. These? I can combine all 5 of these at the same time without breaking a sweat.
I think maybe you're missing...
An opportunity to really impress Twilight? Great idea, Spike! I'm gonna get right on that. Good talk.
And I thought Twilight was a master of the freak-out.
So, with your help, I figure these should be done in no time.
Are you sure this is what Twilight would want? Seems like you might want to take your time with each of these.
But by working as a team, we can get them done faster. And isn't teamwork a key factor in friendship?
I guess.
Super! Pinkie Pie! Since we're baking, you will be in the kitchen. Rarity, Applejack, you two can set up in the library.
Oh, I don't know that the dusty old library has the proper lighting. Perhaps we can stay out here in the foyer.
I thought that Fluttershy and I could work with the animals right here in the foyer.
Oh, whatever you think is best.
Great! Now, Rainbow Dash.
But it might depend on the animal. For instance, this poor little eagle with a sprained wing might be better off up in one of the towers.
Yeah, sure.
And these adorable chipmunks might prefer a nook somewhere. Maybe if you spend some time getting to know...
In a minute, Fluttershy.
I don't know if we can chillax properly in the castle. We need very specific conditions for optimal chillaxing.
Oh, I just assumed chillaxing could happen anywhere.
Shows what you know about chillaxing. Let me do some location scouting.
Okay. It seemed more efficient to start with the scrapbooking, so we could just get it out of the...
Can we start with me? We're gonna need time for the cake to bake. After all, it's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake.
We're on a schedule. No time for a song. We can start with baking, then...
But we can't design dresses after you've been baking with Pinkie. She can be a bit messy.
Fine. We can start with the dresses, and then...
Well, y'all figure that out. I'm gonna start laying out the pictures for scrapbooking. We got a whole lot of time to cover.
How much is a whole lot?
We've got at least 80 moons worth of memories to go through.
80 moons?
There is nowhere to chillax in this castle. We're gonna have to set up somewhere else.
Could you all excuse me for 1 second?
Wow, that pony really needs to chillax.
Okay, Starlight, you've got this. A handful of friendship lessons is nothing compared to the spells you've mastered. Maybe if I cast a little spell to help things along. Something simple and safe. Fiducia Compellus? That's not bad. They would barely notice it, but is it enough? Oh, maybe Cogeria, so they're more open to suggestion. Or maybe Cogeria combined with Fiducia Compellus. Yes, that could work nicely. With a hint of Persuadery to be sure it sticks. Everypony will probably thank me for getting it all done so quickly. Twilight will be thrilled I've completed so many lessons. Everypony wins! Congratulations, Starlight. You're a genius. Maybe the congratulations were a little premature. Cogeria, Persuadere, Fiducia. Oh, of course. Fiducia Compellus needs a trigger.
Ponies, hear my voice and listen!
Pinkie, kitchen. Rarity, Applejack, library. Fluttershy, stay here. Rainbow Dash, find somewhere inside the castle and set up a place where we can chillax. Let's get to work, Pinkie.
Okie dokie. What would you like to do first?
What are we supposed to do first?
Whatever you want to do first, Starlight Glimmer.
In a medium-sized mixing bowl, beat together eggs, sugar, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Mix in flour. Add baking soda, salt, and cinnamon. I think you can take it from here.
Take what from where?
The baking. Just keep following the instructions in the book until I get back.
Absolutely! Instruction following starting now!
Baking a cake? Check. Now on to sewing. What did you have in mind, Rarity?
Whatever you want me to have in my mind, Starlight Glimmer.
Can you make a dress exactly like that one?
Just like this one?
Just like it.
Absolutely. It will look perfectly divine.
That's a whole lot of photos. How do you usually organize them?
However you want me to organize them, Starlight.
Okay, tell me about this one.
Sweet Apple Acres, 20 moons ago. Granny Smith was looking for her favorite pie tin. She looked in the kitchen, but it wasn't there. She looked in the barn, but it wasn't there.
I don't need every little detail. Just sum up the story in one sentence.
Well, turns out Granny Smith didn't know how to make a pig do the backstroke.
Why don't you keep putting these photos in chronological order, and when I come back, you can give me more highlights.
Sure thing, Starlight Glimmer.
Fluttershy, where are all the animals?
They ran away
And why didn't you stop them?
because you didn't ask me to.
Obviously, I wanted you to... Never mind. Can you please round up all the animals in the castle and bring them back here to the foyer?
All the animals. Got it.
Did you find a place to chillax, Rainbow Dash?
Sure thing, Starlight Glimmer.
Great. Let me know when it's ready.
Yes, Starlight Glimmer.
Granny Smith knew she was gonna need a bigger boat. So Goldie Delicious says, if you can't say anything nice about any pony, come sit by me. Big Mac knew if he just covered himself in mud, the creature wouldn't be able to see him.
Starlight Glimmer. I have finished the dress. Isn't it gorgeous?
What is that?
You wanted me to make a dress exactly like the one in the book.
Go make a real dress out of fabric, exactly like the one in the book.
Huh, I see. Yes, of course, Starlight Glimmer.
Rarity, make it bigger than the one in the book.
Of course, darling. Bigger it is.
She was just a pony standing in front of another pony, asking him to love her.
Pinky, what are you doing?
Following all of the instructions in the cookbook in order, Starlight Glimmer.
I meant just the one cake. I was only gone a few minutes. How in Equestria did you get all of this done so fast?
First, I combine 3 eggs. Then I...
Think the baking lesson is done. Oh, what now?
They can take our farm, but they can't take our freedom.
What's going on?
I've gathered all of the animals like you asked, Starlight Glimmer. Oh, yes. This will do nicely. A much bigger dress.
It was the best of apples. It was the worst of apples.
I can handle this. It's just magic, and I know magic. What's that? What did you say?
The cakes are burning. You left the ovens on.
We need water!
Yes, Starlight Glimmer.
Storm clouds?
Big Mac told me with a whole lot of power comes a heck of a lot of responsibility.
Oh, this can't get any worse.
What is going on?
I had no idea we had spiders in the castle. I'm never sleeping again.
Maybe if I had reversed the fiducia compellis and cogeria. Or maybe I added too much persuadere. What?
You're really missing the point here.
I finally untangled that mess of a spell and got every pony home. It was really powerful stuff. They're gonna feel that in the morning. Now please try to explain to me how in the name of Celestia things got this out of control.
Well, it was the first time I cast that particular spell, and I didn't fully think it through. I bet if I had reversed...
I think you might be missing the point here.
Told ya.
What made you think that casting a spell on your friends to do your bidding was even remotely a good idea?
Well, when you put it that way, it sounds really bad.
That's because it is really bad!
What?
Starlight, I'm not mad at you, but I am disappointed. You've been doing so well. I just don't understand how a friendship lesson turned into all of this.
Ugh, fine! I've been avoiding the friendship lessons on purpose.
Why?
I can cast complex spells, but baking a cake with Pinkie Pie freaks me out. And yes, I know how ridiculous that sounds. That's why I didn't say anything. I thought if I just kept wowing you with my magical abilities, you might just not notice.
Baking a cake freaks you out?
Yes, baking a cake, sewing, all of it. What if I was bad at it? I didn't want to be a disappointment to any pony, and I ended up being a disappointment to every pony.
Starlight, do you think any pony cares if you can bake a cake?
But the lesson
Was to get to know Pinkie Pie better by doing something she loves. It was a friendship lesson, not a baking lesson.
Oh. You know, I think I might have missed the point here.
Told ya.
So now what?
Now it's time for a pretty advanced friendship lesson. It's called apologizing.
I don't know what kind of whammy Starlight put on us, but I feel like I got shoved through the super speedy cider squeezy 6000.
Tell me about it. If Everypony could speak in a whisper for the next few days, that would be delightful. My head is thumping. I was up all night calming the animals down. Fluttershy, please. Not so loud. Starlight's spell made me burn perfectly good cake. I never burn cake!
Yeah, about that. Things got a little out of hand last night.
Well, ain't that the understatement of the day?
Tell it to the cake, sister! Can we all please argue at a lower volume?
I really messed up. I cast the spell because I was nervous about working with you on the friendship lessons.
Well, here's a friendship lesson for ya. Don't cast spells on your friends!
Believe me, I know. What I did was wrong, and I can't take it back. You're right to be upset, and I hope one day I can make it up to you. But all I can say is I'm sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go clean a castle covered in wet cake batter and spiders.
That was a pretty good apology.
Seems like she feels really bad.
Hey, Starlight! Most of the Apple family photos are still laying around in the wreckage. I think I'll come along and hunt them down.
Oh, and I feel awful for disturbing all of those cute little spiders and bats. I should check on them. Ah, yes. And I left some lovely fabric out. I should come and move it to that nice, quiet library.
I'll come and get those storm clouds out of the bathroom.
Fine! Some pony has to bake a cake to honor all of the poor cakes that sacrificed their batter in last night's tragedy.
your apology went well.
I'm just lucky to have such understanding friends. But it's probably gonna be a while before I try to tackle those friendship lessons again.
What do you mean? You've been doing them all day.
What are you talking about? I've been cleaning up the mess I made by totally failing at friendship.
Really? But didn't I see you sewing with Rarity?
Yes, but
And you and Applejack did a great job collecting those photos and putting them in the book. Helping animals with Fluttershy, baking with Pinkie Pie. Those sound like your assignments to me. In fact, I think there's just one that you're missing.
sun, check. Chairs, check. And thanks to a simple Catadupa Levitata spell, we've got water. Is that everything we need to chillax?
Nope.
No. What did I miss?
Quiet.
Oh, right.
Great job, Starlight. Looks like you've completed another friendship lesson. Hey! She completes the lesson when I say she completes it. So less learning and more chillaxing.
So, how long do we sit quietly?